help you? Hi, everybody. It's me and Jill here, but I'm sorry I'm a little late today. We actually went a picnic at the park, didn't we? Yes, and Jill had to finish her homework there, and she did a great job doing it. Tell them what you got to do last night.
Sleepover.
Had a sleepover. Did you have so much fun?
Y-E-S.
Y-E-S. I hope you went to bed at 7 p.m. Is that when you went to bed?
At 11.
At 11? You're a wild woman. Did you know that?
No.
Yes, you are. Okay, so today I have my paper, and we're going to do a verse out of 1 Peter, and it's 1 Peter 4, chapter 4, verse 10. Each one of you should use whatever gift he has received to serve others, faithfully administering God's grace in various forms. And then it goes on to tell some of the different gifts that people have. And I thought during this season, what a good thing to know that, okay, we all have different gifts. How can we properly serve others? How can we do that in such a way to show others Jesus? And the fact that we're all different. We're not all going to have the same gifts. And so today I'd like to start. I'm going to do a mom and daughter right here, kind of with her arm around her daughter. Or if you have two daughters, you could do two daughters. Or if you're making this for a mom, again, you don't have to do this for a mom. This is just what I'm going to do. So I'm going to start out by sketching kind of the back of somebody's head. And I'm going to do a little braid right here. So this is her head, and then there's her neck, and here's her shoulders. And then this is going to be hopefully her mom. And so I'm doing a little head right here, and I'm going to bring her hair down. She has long, beautiful hair. And here's her shoulder, and I'm going to bring her arm under that braid on the other side. And then for the fingers, I don't actually do real fingers. I'm just going to bring that and make it a hand that's going over someone's shoulder. I'm sorry, baby. What are you going to paint? Nothing. You are painting something. So right here with the arm, I'm going to kind of make little creases and where the elbow goes, because your shirt usually crumples where that happens. So I'm going to put this person right here, and she's going to be, I'm just going to make her seated. So I make her little shirt coming down, and then here she is seated. The tish is going to be a little bit bigger, and then she's going to be seated right here. And then here's Mama. I'm going to bring her arms down here in the front. So essentially I'm just doing a little bend for her elbow. And then here's her back, okay? And then here, this could even go to a friend, maybe a friend who's having a hard time. I'm doing women, but you could also do a man easily if you wanted to. So here, this is her jeans. We'll do even little jean pockets on the back to show that she's seated. And then I'm going to bring this shirt around. And here's the top of her head. Okay. So now I'm going to, oh, sorry, baby. Did I hurt you?
Yeah.
Hurt your?
Can't reach it.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I'm stealing all the water from Jill. Didn't mean to do that. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to give them maybe one blonde hair. I don't even know who I'm making this for at this moment, but I'll give it to somebody. One brown hair. So here's my brown hair. Now with the hair, let's see here. There's her little braid. And then really, I only need a little bit of peach because I mostly have them wearing clothes. So I have a little peach. What I'm doing right now is trying to paint in the areas that aren't touching. So she's going to have some jeans on right here where she's seated. And then this girl is just going to wear, what color should she wear? Maybe black? She's going to wear black. And I'm going to come back and do their shirts in a little bit once the hair has dried a little bit. So our verse is, each one of us should use whatever gift he has received to serve others. And so today's going to be a little different. I'm going to use a pencil to write the first part. Each one should use whatever gift he has received to serve others, whether it's encouragement, whether it's speaking, whether it's leading a Bible study. And so on our little picture, I'm going to come up here about a third of the way down. You're getting that yellow love bug. I'm going to draw a little line right here that I'm going to erase. So about 3 inches down. And then I'm going to draw a line, let's see, right about here, right about where their little bench is. Again, I'm going to erase that line, okay? And then there'll be one here. Uh-oh, I keep messing up with my, something has paint on it and it keeps touching my paper. Okay. I love what you're doing. You're just doing a rainbow. Okay. Now, with this next part, I'm just going to use a pencil and I'm going to write in block lettering. Let's see, make sure you can see that.
That's not
Block.
lettering.
Oh, it's not? What is it? So all I'm doing right now is penciling each one. And the one thing about my block lettering, I'm going to make my little crossbars lower than I normally would. Like here on my H, lower. Each one should... Hey, can you tell everybody our exciting news, what we get to do in a couple weeks? What do we get? Where do we... Yeah, we just found out. We go to Kanakuk Family Camp, and we just found out that we're going to get to go. We were afraid we weren't going to get to go. And we're so excited.
I'm
that
not saving up my money for you.
You're saving up your money?
Uh-huh.
Can you buy me something at family camp? What do you think? At the bean store? Okay, so each one should use. So now I'm going to do, what color should I use? Should I use pink? What do you think? For Mother's Day? Just for fun. I'll use pink and because I love pink. So each one should use, and I'm going to use whatever. I have my little brush. You could do this with a marker. You could do this with watercolor pencils or just straight watercolors. So whatever. This verse reminds me of a verse in Colossians that my dad always talked to me about. But it's whatever you do, whether in word or deed, do it all to the glory of God. And for me, growing up, playing golf, that was one of the things I had to realize, okay, right now I'm called to play golf. I'm called to do this to the best of my ability. And obviously right now I'm called to raise these children and try to homeschool them, which goes well some days, and then some days not so much. Some days I end up crying in my closet because I don't know how to do 4th grade math. So each one should use whatever. And then next one we're going to do gift. And I'm going to use a little bigger brush than I just used. Whatever, gift. And I'm going to still use this pink color. Okay. So gift. And I'm going to do it bigger just because this is kind of our main focus of our verse today, that everybody has different gifts. And I think that's what makes the body of Christ so beautiful. Jill has a gift of art, and Jill has a gift of encouragement and of snuggling. Are you a good snuggler? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, so now all I'm doing is on my downstroke with my cursive, I'm going to thicken it. And I'm trying to make it look like right here I got a little wobbly on my line. So I'm just going to kind of cover that up and make it look like it's like I never left the paper, but I'm going to straighten it up. I guess that's the word, straighten it up. So I'm thickening my downstrokes. Jilly, that looks so pretty. Can I show everybody what you're doing? I love painting with Jill. She's an artist, aren't you?
And peaceful.
Oh, and she's peaceful, which is very true, especially compared to the boys. Right here, I kind of messed up on my F, so I'm just going to touch that up a little bit.
Judah toots on his art day.
She just said Judah toots on his art day, which is true. Judah does do a lot. Okay, I'm getting in trouble here because I'm setting my hand down on things I shouldn't set it down on. Okay. Gift. I can't believe Judah toots on his art day. Can you? Okay. Whatever gift. So God has given us so many gifts. Whether it's whatever, if it's a sport you're playing or if it's something God has called you to do, if it's your work. Okay. He has received to serve others. So we're going to start here again, right here along this line where they're seated. I'm going to bring it maybe like a 0.5 centimeter down. He, block letters again, has, oh, you don't like block letters?
Those aren't block.
Oh, what are block letters then?
I'll show you.
You're going to show me?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Well,
Let me show you.
how about you show me in just a little bit? Let me finish this so I don't misspell it. Let's see. I always get weird. I before E except after C. It sounds like A is in neighbor and way. Okay. I don't.
That sounds weird.
I know. Well, I'm trying to remember. It always sounds weird to me. Where does the I and the E go? No one knows. 2. Okay, now we're going to get kind of crazy again. And I'm going to pick up my paintbrush again. I just spewed some black on here. I'm just all over the map today. And I'm going to, he has to serve others. So right here, serve, because we want that to be a highlighted word in what we're doing. Because that's the whole point, that we would live an I'm third lifestyle. We would put others' needs before our own. And isn't that what all moms do, pretty much? I know my mom did and does. So serve. And again, on the downstrokes, thicken those downstrokes. And then we're going to come back around. Here we go. Serve others. And I'm going to go back to my pencil to write others. Okay. This is kind of a different one today. Here we go. Okay. I'm going to take my pencil. I'm going to erase my lines. Now, I really love the second part of this verse that it says, faithfully administering God's grace in various forms. I don't feel like we have enough room here to get all that on the page, but if you wanted to, you could easily do that in the block lettering in the pencil. But I love it just because it reminds me that this is not some one and done thing, that we need to continually do it. And it's not always going to be glamorous. I'm speaking at this amazing conference. It might be, hey, my neighbor needs help today. It might be changing diapers. It might, I don't know what God's called you to do, but it could be various forms of what he's called you to do, but we have to do it faithfully, even whenever it's not so glamorous. Okay, so now I'm going to take a bigger brush and I am going to do a wash over this. I'm going to choose yellow just to make it kind of fun, although my yellow is a little dingy, but we'll just have to go with it. So with that yellow, I'm going to go all the way around these letters and I'm going to go over top all of my pencil writing.
But it's not block letters.
But Jill tells me it's not block letters, so I'm really sorry. I've led y'all astray. Jill knows. Okay, so I'm coming back in here, and then I'm trying not to touch the pink letters that I've already done. Kind of my key words throughout. So I'm taking this all the way around. And let's see here. I'd love to know who you're going to encourage with this, who you're going to say, hey, might be a friend that you're like, hey, God has a calling on your life. He is giving you gifts to serve others. So let's go do it together. Or it might just be, hey, Mom, thanks for serving me all the time. I hope you've planned something special for your mom. Or someone maybe who's lost a mom this year, that you could just remind them that God is still faithful, even when it's hard, even when their hearts are aching. Yes, baby.
When can I watch PJ Masks.
You want to watch PJ Masks? Okay. Okay, so I'm going to put her in a little purple shirt. It's kind of dingy. I need to work on my colors. So the main thing when I do watercolor people is I'm going to leave little bits of white. Like it's not going to be all perfectly colored in. We're just kind of showing that they're, you know, I don't need to put her in a blue shirt because she's wearing blue pants. Let's see, red shirt. How's that? So here's her red shirt, but I don't want, or a white shirt would work, yeah. I don't want my colors to bleed, so that's why I'm not touching right there. Need a little bit more water. I love the way you're doing it. Can I show everybody? Okay, let me show. Okay, we're almost done. This is Jilly's. She has made a beautiful rainbow. I might have to frame this one. That's gorgeous. Will you finish it for me? Okay. Now make sure and sign your name. Yes, babe. Oh, actually, here, use this one. There you go. And then over here, we're going to write, it's 1 Peter. I meant to write this before I did my wash, but it'll work. 4:10. So we have a verse reference on there. Okay. Now, the last thing, I like to take a little tiny brush. You could honestly do this also with a like a Sharpie marker once your paint dries. But I like to just kind of outline where these people are sitting. I like to outline just their outfits. The lines that I've already made is what I'm doing. So here's her shirt. It's coming down and out. And then here's her little arms are going in her lap. It's not going to be perfect, but it just kind of makes them pop off the page a little bit. And again, you could do this with all different kinds of, people, whoever you wanted to make this for, just the backs of them with their arms around each other. Sometimes it's good to Google a picture or have people pose for you and get a picture. I love working from pictures. It's hard for me to paint something without a picture. If someone just, abstractly says, I need this done, I usually need a little picture of what's going on in their head or, what they're thinking. So here we go. Each one of you should use whatever gift he has received to serve others. If you wanted to also highlight that with black, you could as as just a little shadow. And then you could also use a fine tip Sharpie if you wanted these smaller words. If you wanted them to kind of pop a little bit, you could trace them once your wash is dry. You could trace them in fine tip Sharpie just to make it kind of be a little bit better seen. So I hope y'all have a wonderful day.